Hello, all Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign. Welcome to your April 2019 monthly tarot reading forecast. So, Taurus, let's jump right into your reading. Now, Taurus. Dear sweet Taurus, oh, how you love your creature comforts. Taurus, your role, your energy in the month of April, you got three cards that came out, and you have greed. Mm-hmm. That's you. You have strength. You have woman of the world. And with this card, this feels like the Nine of Pentacles energy. So, with these energies being your role, your energy, this representing you, Taurus, I feel that with greed, many of you, that's kind of what you're doing. You're being a little greedy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And what I mean by that is, I feel like you're being extravagant. You're being excessive. You are wanting a lot of nice things, luxuries, creature comforts, being a little materialistic. You know, you're buying things, but you're doing too much. You're doing a little too much, Taurus. You want to have this, you want to have that, you gotta have this, you gotta have that, and it's like no matter how much you have, you find more you want to have. And I feel like with strength, there's a need for you to exhibit some self control with these urges that you are experiencing towards your creature comforts, towards the things that you want to have, you want to buy, that you feel you need, that you are obsessing over, that you may even be having destructive, addictive patterns that you could be displaying. But it's like I feel like, with that woman of the world, it feels like the Nine of Pentacles energy. I feel like you're in a place of independence where your finances and your money bag has improved. You've been being self reliant, you've been able to be resourceful, you've been able to take care of the things that you need to take care of, and you've been able to manage, right? You've been able to do what you need done. You've been able to stay afloat. You've been able to have shit come together, you know, and work out for you despite whatever odds. I don't feel it's been easy. You've had to put in the hard work. And I feel that, you're at a place where you received a little extra money, maybe your income tax, or maybe a raise at work, or maybe even a little bit of a bonus. But this energy of greed, Taurus, I don't feel like it's something that happened all of a sudden. I feel like you've been struggling with this, extravagance, this excessive, behavior, um, this need for things, wanting to have more, even though you have. I feel like that's becoming a growing issue for a lot of you. And there's a need for you to have some strength now. There's a need for you to get control of your emotions, to have some self control, to have some self restraint with this energy. because you work too hard to be independent. You work too hard to have the things you have for you to fuck that up, right? And you know what I'm talking about for those of you that are resonating with this. It's like it's a thin line with your actions and fucking up at this point. And so you got a chance to pull back, to rein it in, and cut that shit out and stay strong and continue to persevere like you've been doing and continue to be focused on your goals and be wise about this. Remain poised, okay? Don't pretend and don't kid yourself, all right? And some of the stuff that you want or that you're being excessive about or extravagant is superficial. If you really look at it, I'm sure if you really take a closer look at the stuff you want, it's superficial, it's surface shit that you don't really gotta have right now. Not at this stage of the game where you continuing on this path is gonna derail your shit. So handle your handle, please. Please do it, Taurus. Handle your handle, okay? Warning. So your feelings is confident. I get that. Self-assured, courageous, and bold. Of course, Taurus. Of course. You know, you are self-reliant. You've been sufficient, right? You've been efficient a lot of the times. But you've been able to get things done. You've been able to operate pretty practically. I mean, with the exception of this, other behavior. You know what? Let's turn this over, this greed. Because you ain't doing that shit, right? You're going to cut that shit out because we're not trying to fuck up, right? We're going to maintain that confident attitude. Because you know what? That's you. You right. But don't let your confidence cause you to overdo things. Okay? Cause you to end up overestimating yourself or underestimating yourself. And you got uncomfortable. With this energy, I feel like you are feeling the pressure in your circumstances, even though things have improved, have gotten better through your hard work. I feel that you have been feeling the pressure. Now you've been feeling the pressure a long fucking time. I'm not trying to not recognize that. We will recognize that, Taurus. You have been feeling the uncomfortable pressure of you needing to be resourceful, you needing to be independent, stand on your own, do what you got to do, make shit count, have stuff work out for yourself. For the most part, you only had yourself. You may have had, this person or that person in your corner, but, most of how you've been able to keep it all together has come through your own ability to figure things out, to come up with strategies and plans, and just damn near be a magician. Okay? Coming up with all the tools. But there's some uncomfortability still, and you know it. You're not quite where you want to be. Even though things are improved, you're not quite where you want to be. I feel like you're not where you want to be in your circumstances and situations by a long shot. But I don't think anybody else really knows that. You know, I don't think anybody else really sees that about you. I don't think anybody could see at all what the hell going on. They only see your hands. They only catch these hands. How you they're wondering how the hell you make shit happen. But you do. But even though you make stuff happen, you get stuff done, they don't see what's going on behind the scenes, underneath. What's going on in the shadows. How uncomfortable you still are while you working shit out. Okay? How it's not easy, how it's hard as hell. All right? The hustle is real for you, Taurus. But you know what? You don't look like you hustling. You don't look like you hustling. How do you do that? How do you do that? Because you stay strong. You stand in your personal power. Okay? You don't allow yourself to be weak. That don't work for you. What does that do, right? And you like to look good. You like to keep it together. Even to the point of pretending, right? Hey, fake it till you make it even. And so your focus is you got judgment. And it came out with the star. So you got two major arcanas here. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, or you may have this energy in your chart. But with judgment and the star as your major arcanas, that's fire and air energy. With judgment, I feel that you're looking to liberate yourself. You're looking to have a second chance. You're looking to make decisions. You're looking to have a renewal or rebirth. So with the star here, you're looking to have healing. You're looking to maintain your hope. But there's a need for wisdom. And why do I say this? You see here, let me get closer. In this judgment card, it looks like there are people gathered and someone has passed away and carrying them off to their final resting place, right? So it's like here in this card, the energy is like bringing something to an end, right? And if something is ended, right, it's over. There's a sort of liberation, right? It's done. It's finished. And with this star energy, as the healing, as the hope, as the wisdom, there's a nurse here. But there's blood. So this person has to, first of all, as a nurse, the expectation is that this person has the wisdom and the knowledge to be there and to be able to be the help for why she's there, right? But the ability to heal. And it looks like in this image, she's had to work really, really hard to bring healing and hope to others. So I feel that your focus is for you to liberate yourself through you making the right decisions and choices. But to make the right decisions and choices that will allow you to continue to heal your circumstances and your situations. And this is how you liberate yourself in your circumstances and situations that you are uncomfortable in, that you've been working to improve, that you've been working to make yourself comfortable with, by fixing them, by trying to change them, by trying to liberate yourself from any challenges and problems, by trying to make things better, okay, with that star energy. And this takes a lot of work. And this is in the healing, okay? You got to get your hands dirty. You got to choose the right thing, because see here, there is no room for error. There's no room to make the wrong choice in this field, right? You have to know what's right and do it. You can't just make a decision and it be wrong, because this can affect the life of whoever that decision affects, right? And in this case, that's you, Taurus. So your decisions and your choices are affecting your life, is affecting your money, is affecting your home, is affecting you. And this is your focus. You want to heal that shit and liberate yourself through your choices. Choices that liberate you. Choices that bring renewal. Choices that bring you those second chances, those opportunities that regenerate you and allow you to keep it moving, keep it going, and hopefully allow you to grow and expand and see the prosperity and abundance of your actions. And so the energies that you're dealing with is you got this Page of Wands. Now it's possible that somebody's spying on you or you spying on somebody. But this Page of Wands, this is young, youthful energy. And this Page of Wands, you could be looking at trying to see what new actions you can take towards trying to create new foundational resources, okay, that you can build on, that are stable and secure, that are long lasting, right? But also, you may already have some sort of resource available to you that you're looking at. And I feel with this Page of Wands energy, you see how he's in a tree house, and I'm being brought to the attention of the flag. And the flag is like, for me, a representation of surrender. And I feel like you need to surrender any immature, any um, immature actions, childlike actions, naive actions with regard to your resources, depleting your resources, misuse of your resources by being extravagant, overindulging, excessive, overdoing shit, right? Greedy, having things and wanting more than what you have already, right? I mean, that would be a struggle. You are Taurus. You like to focus on the I have, right? So you're going to have to get grounded and have some self-control in that area. And so these are energies that you're dealing with. It's time for you to wave that flag to yourself and surrender and stop looking at what else you can go get. That's a luxury for you. Instead, look at what else you can create and build that's long lasting, that will add to the healing and the regeneration and liberation in your circumstances, so that you can maintain that luxury, that Nine of Pentacles, independent, self reliant energy that you're exuding by staying strong. You have this Five of Cups. Now, this is challenging energy because fives bring about difficulties, problems, challenges, but fives also can bring about change. And this is around emotions and feelings. And so, your focus here with this energy you're dealing with is that This is about you either dealing with some sort of loss or experiencing some sort of emotional loss, or you trying to recover from emotional loss, or you working to avoid any loss or experience any type of loss. But nonetheless, whatever side of this you are on, there's a need for you to make very important decisions, but decisions that bring healing, always bringing healing and wholeness and regeneration and rejuvenation to your situation and circumstances, Taurus. And so, Taurus, you have the moon. And the moon is a major arcana, it's water energy. And with the moon energy, I feel that this is about your intuition. But the moon can also talk about, you know, hidden dangers, things that are hidden, not seeing everything, only seeing things in part. This could be about you deceiving yourself or being deceived. This could talk about you being uncertain. This could talk about you experiencing intense emotions in something, pain usually, upset, anger. But this can also talk about you following your instincts, your intuition. And this can talk about experiencing that dark night of the soul. And so it's with this Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is fire energy. She is passionate. She is tenacious. She has charisma and drive and strength. She knows what she wants. She's very decisive. She goes after what she wants. She knows how to get it. And she goes to get it. And the thing about the Queen of Wands, oftentimes she don't give a fuck about what it takes to go get it. Okay? What it can help or hurt once she makes that decision. Right? Now the Queen of Wands also has the ability to tap into her intuition. But in this image, she's like taking a moment, right? To kind of check in with herself. But what's behind her is the moon. But there's a war between the two animals, the shadow and the light. And the shadow seems to be winning, right? And this here can be the battle of your emotions, the dark side of your emotions, the light side of your emotions, with the dark side winning and the light side losing. Or this could be your intuition and your instincts, where your intuition is off or failing you because you are not connecting with your instincts, your intuition. You're not being accurate because you're in your feelings. Okay, you're in your shadow self, your ego. Okay, so you're unable to be able to see clearly, think clearly, tap into your emotions. Your feelings are muddied, blurred, right? And so, what do you do in this moment? What kind of information are you accessing at this time? Are you going to allow your intuition to fall quiet, to be silenced because of your emotions, your ego, and your desires and your passions for the things that you desire, the things that you are obsessing over, believe that you want or gotta have or need? Or are you going to follow your intuition, your instincts, and let that overcome in this situation? What will you choose and how will you move forward in that choice? That's what I feel is going on with this Queen of Wands. This is about the pause before the action. Are you going to make a judgment call that liberates yourself? and brings you healing. And this is very, very difficult for you, Taurus. I can feel that. You see all the blood here? This is very difficult. A lot of work going into trying to heal. But what will you do? And yes, this will be uncomfortable. This is very uncomfortable energy. Very uncomfortable energy. But you see here, this feels like your shadow is winning in this energy and here in this one. But energy is fluid. You can still overcome this and choose to do what's right. You can choose not to overindulge. You can choose not to be excessive. You can choose not to be greedy. You can choose not to overspend. You can choose not to overdo things. You can choose. So what do you choose? What do you choose, Taurus? What do you choose? There's strength in choice, but there's also the possibility for weakness. There's strength that showed up here for you, and so is confidence. So you have it in you, the personal power, if you choose to find the courage and the will and the determination to access it and use it. And I hope that you will, because your challenge in this is you have the Lovers, which is another choice card, much like in its own way, Judgment. You have the Lovers, but you had two cards that came out, and guess what? You had the Star come out again. So this is extremely, extremely, warning, significant for you to have the Star come out twice. So it is particularly important, Taurus, for you to be mindful, to focus on healing your circumstances, for you to be the healer, the hands-on healer for yourself, for your situations, for your circumstances. And that healing is through your choices first. And so the Lovers, some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or have this in your chart. Now, what I like about a Gemini, Gemini see things clearly most oftentimes. It's black and white. There's no gray area, no in between. They're very decisive. But with the Lovers energy, the challenge is about making head over heart decisions. So this is about you being logical, being intelligent, being decisive. And it doesn't mean you're not intelligent. It's about you making the right choice. This is what I'm simply trying to say. The challenge of making the right choice. And those are choices that allow you to heal. Because you see in this card, one person is standing there healthy and whole, and one person is wounded, fucked up in the game, okay? So one person is wounded by their passion, and one person is whole and healed by making a logical choice. And so your challenge is to make logical decisions that continue to bring healing to your circumstances and your situations so that you can avoid further uncomfortability, so that you can avoid finding yourself experiencing emotional loss through poor decisions, which would mean if you do that, you're fucking up royally, which would mean that this Queen of Wands chose poorly. If you find yourself in this energy, in the woe is me's, you don't have to be here. So let's choose not to be here, Taurus. Let's flip this shit over. Because we're not doing that shit either, right? We're not doing that. We're going to put this star card over that shit. Because you're healing that shit right now. You're making sound choices. You're making logical ones, right? Your feelings are not involved this month. That's the goal. No feelings. No desires. No passions. Only what's logical. What is right, what's just and fair. The right thing to do. So let's take a look at what your guidance is. You had 3 cards. So let's pay attention. Let's pay attention, Taurus. Your first piece of juicy guidance is woo-wee. Intuition. There it is again. Now there's a challenge with that intuition. And now you got intuition as your guidance. Okay? Message. Intuition. Look at areas in your life that need decisive action. Didn't we just talk about that? You, me, and spirit? Mm-hmm. Search your heart for the right answers. I'm going to add, search your mind. Search your mind. Listen to messages that come from your intuition and follow through. And just so you can see here, that's somebody that looks smart right there. You see that? Intelligence, wisdom. Okay? Intuition. You got that. You got this, Taurus. I'm believing in you. Okay, let's just set that right here. Okay, so you could just absorb all of that. Because there will be no fucking up, right? Not this April. Nope. There will be no April Fool with Taurus. Not doing that. So, Taurus, your next piece of guidance is you have ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Learn from your mistakes and learn from the mistakes of those before you, from your family that have made mistakes, from your ancestors before you who've made these mistakes that you have made, that you're making. Learn from your own fucking mistakes, Taurus. Okay? You're smart. Again, it comes down to a choice. You also have stay connected. We are all born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect into the source. You know what this feels like? This feels like your intuition ain't been off. You've been turning it off. Your intuition is saying, don't buy that. Don't do that. That's too much. You don't need that right now. You're overdoing it. You're doing too damn much. And you're like, let's turn the volume down on that. Don't want to hear that because I need that right now. Don't want to hear that. I got to have that right now. Don't want to listen to that. I'm going to buy that right now. I'm going to do this anyway. You doing that, ain't you? Cut that shit out. Turn the volume up. Okay? Put that shit on blast. and follow your intuition. It ain't broke and it ain't off or inaccurate. You turned it off or turned it down. Turn it back up. Listen and follow the instructions. It will keep you from getting fucked up in the game. All right? Don't lose yourself. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Bye.